Earth would be one bookend, and then their passing, or my passing, would be the other bookend. And in between these two bookends, there's a whole bunch of stories. A variety of stories, some funny, some sad. December 2nd, Spillit lost a member of our family. Steve Collins was a sit-down comic. He would roll in his wheelchair, and he'd come up here, and he'd hit that button, and it would raise, and it was raised. He said, now I can look down on everybody. Steve Collins was special. He was special in the Spillit community. He was special to me. So I'm going to reach in between the bookends and pull out a Steve Collins story. This is a Steve Collins story that he told me about me. I didn't think that was funny, but I'm happy that y'all think it was funny. Usually before a Spillit event, I go outside. We had a Spillit event in February, right here, last year. And I was outside. It was cold, it was snowing. And I was doing what I normally do. I spend a few moments alone with my story. I don't run it through my head and think it and rehearse it. I just sit with it. I just let it be. And that's what I was doing. I was all alone. I was by myself. I was out front. I'd been out there about 5 minutes. I was satisfied that I was okay. I turned around and I started to head towards the door. And as I was heading towards the door, there was Steve rolling across the parking lot in his wheelchair. And I went, oh, this will be an interesting night. Steve Collins is here. I went and I opened the door for Steve. We said hello. We got in and we stopped right inside the doors. And he said, I got a story for you. I thought, oh, well, great. I'd like to hear it sometime. He said, no, you don't understand. I got a story for you. And I thought, well, we got an event to do. And he said, no, it's a really short story, but you're going to like it. And I thought, okay, well, go ahead. And he said, well, here's his story. I was rolling towards the door and I saw a woman. And I thought, wow, I might get lucky tonight. And then you started walking towards me and I recognized who you were and I went, oh, I guess I won't get lucky. And he said, and that's the story. And I looked at him and I said, what do you mean that's the story? And he said, I saw a woman. And that's what I did. I stood there. And that man lived a life that was so big, 2 hearts weren't even enough for him. People love, and they don't love from the thing that keeps them breathing, the beating thing within them. That's not where the love comes from. It comes from a part of them that knows what somebody needs to hear. And Steve was there. And Steve gave me exactly what I needed to hear that night. I saw a woman. And so, I want to thank you, Steve, wherever you are, buddy. You were a good man. So now I'm going to take that little story, put it back in between the Steve Collins bookends, and leave it all with you. Thank you.